How much should I actually be spending to rake in those leads on Facebook ads? You ever found yourself asking this? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Shawn Bell, and I am a social media coach for the Wolfpack at eXp Realty, and also the founder of the Realtors Blueprint, which helps realtors generate their own nonstop leads with Facebook ads. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars, tons of testing, and I'm going to give you the answer today in this day and age of how much you should be spending on Facebook ads in order to bring in those leads. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on that one question that all realtors have. What's that magic number? Spoiler alert, there's no magic here. Just a data-driven blueprint that's going to help you to skyrocket your leads, and I'm about to share with you. We're about to dive deep into the dollars and cents of Facebook ad spending, uncovering the secrets that top performing realtors swear by. Stick around, because by the end of this video, not only are you going to learn on how you should be spending your investment, but also how to get every little bit out of that dollar so you can turn this into a lead generating powerhouse. So, you ready to crack the code? Let's roll. First thing you need to do is you need to be testing different ads. So maybe you've ran one ad and it performs very well in your market, but that ad may not perform as well in a different market. So if you're watching different videos and saying, oh, this is the ad, this is the ad, this is the ad you need to do, and you're trying it and it's like, this isn't working, nothing's happening. Well, guess what? Your market is different from every other market. And this is why I teach you how to do Facebook ads, because no agency, no lead generation company is going to be able to do this for you. Most of them are creating generic ads that are just very generic, and they try to speak to everybody, but they're not going to get you the results that you actually want. So therefore, yes, we do need to have that budget, which we are going to cover further in this video, but you also need to be testing those different ads so that you know if you are going to spend that budget, which ad is that going to be best spent on? Because if you're just trying to throw darts out there and hoping something sticks, you're going to end up spending all your money and you're going to get nothing in return. Once you've done some testing and you've found the ad that is working best for you, now you need to know your numbers. This is something I was very guilty of and did not think I needed to do until I started doing it and realized the power behind it and Facebook ads. You can't just be spending money and be like, hey, it's bringing me in leads. Like, what's the big deal? You need to know how many of those leads are converting. So you need to figure out your cost. Yes, it is important to know how much are you spending per lead. So if you're spending $100, how many leads are you getting? From there, you also need to know how many are going to convert, because if you're getting so many leads, you now need to know out of all those leads that you're generating on average, how many generally are you actually getting to have a conversation with? Now, out of the ones that you're actually getting to have a conversation with, how many of those are raising their hand ready to buy or sell, or eventually down the road convert into a customer? This way you can better track to know, depending on which ad you're running, which one's performing the best. So if I'm going to spend, say, $1,000 on Facebook ads, and I know it's going to get me one customer in return, and that customer's worth $3,000, well, now I know every dollar that I'm putting into Facebook, I'm getting $3 out. And therefore, that is an amazing return on my investment. You could have an ad that is bringing you tons of leads, but if none of those leads convert, then was it really worth it? Or were you better to spend your money on an ad that got you very few leads and actually had one convert? This is why it is very important to track these numbers, because as you can see, it's not always about the ad that just brings in the most leads. You need to know the ads that actually convert. So now back to what this video is actually about. Let's get down to the real numbers, because you're asking, okay, I do want to test, I get all that, but how much am I actually supposed to be spending in order to test? I have found that you get the best results when you're spending in between $10 to $20 per day. If you're spending any less than that, you're not really going to get in front of enough people, and therefore you may not get many leads, and it just might seem like a waste of money to you. But when you are spending in between that $10 to $20, then at least you're getting in a couple leads a day, and therefore you're feeding the system, you're building your database, and you're starting to be able to test to see what ads perform the best. If you try to go too high and spend a bunch off the start, you may not know which ad is performing the best. Therefore, if you're spending, say, $40 to $50 a day, that might be money thrown away because you haven't been able to properly test and see which ads are going to perform the best. Therefore, I encourage you off the start, stick in somewhere in between that $10 to $20 a day. test those various ads, and then from there, when you find the better performing one, then you can start to scale up and start spending a bit more if it's bringing you in these high quality leads. Now, I know I said cost per lead does not matter, but just to give you an idea, because I know a lot of you are asking it, what is the average cost per lead that I'm going to see to know if I have a good performing ad or not? Obviously, you need to keep testing further down the road to see if they are converting, but off the start, with all my customers that I have, we're seeing on average anywhere between that roughly $7 to $10 per lead. Now, some can be drastically less. I have quite a few that are actually under $5 a lead, even around closer to $3. And then I have some that are quite a bit higher. Now, again, this all depends on the different ad they're running, on their ad copy, the type of photo they're using. If they're not putting much thought into this, then they're going to have a lot higher cost per lead. But those that follow the strategies that I teach step by step generally are going to have that lower cost per lead. But if you want to go on an industry standard or kind of an average, we are finding it is between that $7 to $10 per lead. Therefore, if you're spending $10 to $20 a day, you should expect to see at least 1 to 2 leads per day. If not, you need to switch it up. Also, don't fret right off the start if you run in the first day and you're not getting anything. Sometimes it does take Facebook a bit to figure things out, know who to show your ad to, and in time, sometimes you do get better results. So just be patient. Now, if you're wanting a list of a few different Facebook ads that you could try this with, comment with the word free guide, and in there I will send you my free guide of my 5 killer Facebook ads that generated me 268 leads in just 7 days. Try these out with your $10 to $20 a day and you're going to see a ton of leads come into your database. And that's it for today. If you could do me a huge favor, make sure to hit that like and also hit the subscribe button if you want to keep seeing more videos on how to generate nonstop leads with Facebook ads. Take care.